Hi, I'm Art Kirsch.
And I'm John Coleman. Welcome to Celebrating Act Two, the blog.
The vlog.
Vlog. Okay,
Vlog.
vlog. Okay.
Vlog. And we're here to talk about one of our Act Twos, which is doing a documentary on the life of Milford Zornes, an amazing American painter.
Yeah, American painter, artist. He was amazing for a couple of reasons. Number one, he lived to be 100 years old. That in itself
And
is
painted until he was 100.
painted literally up till the day he died, I think, as far as I know, literally up to the day he died. But the other thing is he overcame a number of difficulties, one of which was macular degeneration. So if you imagine, if you make your living as a painter, you have to be able to see. Macular degeneration robs you of your eyesight. And yet, despite the fact that he had macular degeneration at roughly around age 70, he painted until he was 100 years old and was successful. Just amazing guy.
So he actually, even though he was only a painter, and then a painter, and then a painter, it was all in this watercolor California scene genre,
Right.
most of it. And he didn't even start painting professionally until his 20s.
Yeah.
So he reinvented his life at the age of 20. He was going to be a journalist, but after some experiences overseas and seeing art of the world,
Right.
but he also reinvented his style several times as his vision was impaired. And some people, even though he was well known and famous before that, thought some of that later painting was really his best in expressing what he saw in a more abstract way.
Sure. So you might say that he created or recreated, started his Act Two numerous times.
Yeah.
So if we kind of have been traditionally thinking of, everybody's second act at starting around 50 for the second half of your life, he did it at, at 20,
Right.
at 40, and again at 70. He had a lot of Act Twos, didn't he?
And made his entire living, his entire life as an artist.
That was
as a grown-up.
Yep, that was his one demand, that he make a living as an artist. He didn't want to take side jobs. He did some teaching, but he always needed to be able to paint while he was teaching. It wasn't sit down and write a book. It was paint, watch me paint, and here's how you do it.
By the way, I joined you partway in this process. You actually met him.
Yeah, Grace McKay, our third partner in the Milford Zornes documentary, and I met him at 97 years old.
He was 97.
He was 97, maybe 96. And we basically interviewed him over the last 2 or 3 years of his life, and had tons of material. Fascinating guy, and what a talent,
So anyway, it's still a work in progress, but if you'd like to see more and learn more about Milford Zornes, go to zornesfilm.org, and we have a lot of his painting up there, and clips and pieces of stories,
interviews
that we've been doing on that project.
Great story, and it's an inspirational story for anybody who's wondering what to do with the second half of your life.
And we're definitely planning on living beyond 100 because it'll take us that long to finish it. Anyway, this is Art Kirsch.
And John Coleman.
Thanks for joining us, and we look forward to you in our next vlog.